G'day everyone, welcome back to Nice Knackers Yard. I'll be at this week my Knackers Yard and my neck's broken. I'm in a really good mood, not just because of the view. I'm in a really good mood because Dave's got a new owner. Now for those relatively new to the channel, Divvy Dave, the Diversion 900 was my first big bike, I suppose, and I had him for quite a while actually. Good 2 or 3 years. He had a bit of a facelift in our time together, and he looked very cool towards the end. And the only reason I got rid of him is because I was using him for the wrong thing. I was using him for a very short commute, and it was just too much bike for what I was using it for, really. So I sold him on. He's had he's reappeared on the radar a couple of times. He's appeared again, and he's actually looking pretty good. The only bit that somebody's changed the clocks, and the new owner said, "What clocks did you have on it? Because I've seen pictures of you, and it looked better with what I had." Now, I'm not sure why you would change the clocks to what they've done. It's gone from, like proper clocks to a single little cheapy one. So I've let them know it was 1200 clocks. I think they're going to try and pursue the current owner and say, have you still got them, tucked away somewhere? Now the only issue is the mounts. I've had a look at the pictures that he's put on, and they do look like they're still there, but I'm not entirely sure. That's going to be a bit of a bitch for them if they don't. So yeah, but it's put me in a brilliant mood because it kind of reminds me why I play with bikes, and it's to keep them, I don't want to say loved, that sounds a bit wet and sort of, Zen biker emotional, and I don't do Zen biker. It keeps them used, and it is, use it or lose it, particularly with bikes. They don't cope well with being parked up for long periods, and they just rot, particularly old bikes. Yeah, and of course the sun's out, so which always helps my spirits. I think I've got the opposite of seasonal affective disorder, or I've got seasonal affective disorder and I'm currently on the high of it because the sun's out, and the sun's been out for a few days. But it's got nothing to do with the fact that there appears to be an influx of scantily clad ladies. It might have something to do with that. It always makes you feel better. But yeah, it's good. Life is good. Life is not good for spannering. I'm not spending a lot of time spannering at the moment. I've just been busy. I have done lots of little bits and tried to do lots of little bits on Daryl, the YT 750. I might try a compilation just to show all the stuff that I've tried, but fundamentally I'll put them back together. I went to do a compression test. My compression tester erupted in my hands, bloated up, so I've replaced it, bought just another cheapy replacement, frankly, and it has shown me the problem, which is the fact I've got good compression on the front two sides, on the front pot, sort of circa 125, and on the back I've got really low compression, i.e. 0, which is really strange, which to me means I've probably cocked up when I put the valves back together. I don't know, but I think what I'm going to do is try and do it properly and actually take the engine out complete rather than try and hoik it forward and play with it that way. I've learnt the errors of my ways. If you take shortcuts, things tend to go wrong, I think, as a basic. So I think I will try and do that as properly as my finite skills allow. Good God. you're currently seeing / experiencing is London pretty much at its best. London's a weird place, full of weirdos, but it's a weird and wonderful place. So it is amazing when the sun comes out. You know, for those that are reasonably well travelled in various European cities, and you go, oh, it's amazing here, isn't it? You know, London could never be like this. Then the sun comes out and you think, oh, actually, London is quite a bit like this. It's very metropolitan, very multicultural. You hear lots of languages, lots of accents, lots of variety in its people, lots of variety in its dress. You see everything from full burqas down to running kit that's borderline obscene. That's probably me just being an old fart, but it does mean that you can make really good sport out of people watching, and I do. I love lunchtimes in the sun. It's great. There's an element of just being a bit of a dirty old man as well, obviously, but yeah, it's great fun. Thoroughly enjoy it. It's utterly unoffensive. I'm not wolf whistling at people. Come on, big fella. Force your way round or we ain't getting nowhere. Don't like interactions of motorbikes and push bikes. Never a great deal of fun. Keep going a bit, keep going a bit, keep going a bit. Thank you. London Lemmings will kick in shortly. One person will think, oh, I can get through there, and then suddenly everyone will just blindly follow them. Oh, there we go. There's a nice example of borderline obscene walking through town wear. Does bemuse me somewhat. Although in my increasing years, it's quite often less of a whoa thinking and more of a, your parents know you'll come out dressed like that, or God, you must be freezing. As I become more and more like my father. Well, not dead, obviously, but, you know, like he was when he was still around. And that, for people who thought it was harsh, is a really good example of what it was like when he was around, because he had a fucking evil sense of humour. Tried putting on some summer gloves today because my hands were really warm, and I've realised why I don't like these gloves. They're a bit tight across the knuckle and they're just digging into my knuckles and it fucking hurts. And I've only been on the bike a few minutes. It's going to be really rather nasty in another half hour. I might actually just chuck them in the bin, stop me using them again accidentally, or donate them to the kids. I do have a noisy bike behind me, I'm going to hear it. But not yet see it. I see him, he's got open pipes. installed it. Doggies. Smile at the cyclists. Please don't cycle into me. I'm on the way home from work. It's been a long day. God, it's warm.